And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. You know, one of the foundations in our society that makes it great is a good educational system. And for many, many years, we've had some kind of problems with the educational system in Montgomery County. And it's you as the citizens that have to make a difference. So today we've invited in Mayor Todd Strange, the mayor of Montgomery. And right around the corner, February the 9th, they're going to be having qualifying for people that would like to be on the board. And we need to let our viewers know that that's very important if they think they want to do something to help this system.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, most people think government, whether it be the city or the county, run the school system. They do not. It's an independently elected 7-person board. And in June of this year, we'll have an election for 5 of those 7 seats. And we want to make sure everybody understands that it is an election. It is by party, Republican, Democrat, and it is by district. And so if you're interested in a better school system, if you're interested in helping in the intervention and really moving our system forward to get rid of the schools that are not performing well, to get balanced budgets and do things that systems ought to do, then we'd ask you to go to educatemgm.com to see what you can do. There are some things that the board members should do, and there's certainly things that they should not do. But our message is there is an election. If you're interested, please let this organization know, because the organization that's doing it is really not the mayor's office. No. It's not just the chamber. It is business, but it's a lot of the millennials that have come together around this issue. And so to the extent that there has been interest, we've got about 150, 160 that have expressed interest, and there are 10 or 12 that actually say we would like to run. Now, saying you want to run and qualify, and you have to go to the party, Democrat, Republican. As a matter of fact, you can do independent as well.
Well, I love the fact that it's impartial as far as parties, so this is not a political movement.
No, it is. It is.
Well, I mean, you have to be either a Republican or a Democrat.
That's correct.
So an independent.
Because if it was a city school system, you wouldn't have to do that, because it's county, it's constitutional, has to be bipartisan.
Yeah. But once you fit all of those qualifications, and when you're talking about the millennials, that is a group that I'm very proud of for being interested, because these people are going to be having children. And I think that our audience, so often Jack and I talk about the fact that we sit and we watch television, we think, well, that's somebody else's problem. Right. But that's is not true. No. That affects every single one of us. And just, I can't help but say this, you know, we have a shortage of doctors. And part of that is because of our school system, frankly. We cannot get them here because they're young and coming out of medical school. They can't afford to send their kids to a private school. Everybody should have a right to a great education, and that is our future. And you're right about business. The Innovation Center that Lieutenant General Quast wants to start, that has the potential for making Montgomery the most amazing place in the world to live. But if we don't do something about our education system, it will be difficult to move forward.
Take that and marry it with the F-35.
The F-35,
most technological advance.
Everything.
We've got to have those capabilities. And there are people out there that can make a difference. Leadership can make a difference. And when Ed Richardson talks about the fact that one of the biggest problems we got is that we have not had an aggressive board, not had good leadership on the board, we just want to make sure that everyone knows they can, in fact, make a difference. Young and old, you notice we haven't said a word about new taxation or any additional money. That conversation is not even going to come up until way, way, way down the road when we begin to make progress.
And Mayor, most of our viewers, a lot of our viewers don't realize the fact that this is not a city school system here.
Correct.
This is the county system. However, you as mayor probably get a lot of the brunt of what's wrong with our schools.
We get calls all the time saying, what are you going to do about education? So goes education, so goes Montgomery. We don't have any authority, but we have all the responsibility. And we're just trying to do the responsible thing to make sure people know they can make a difference by being on the Board of Education.
See, I think that's the whole message. You can make a difference. Get involved. We're talking about leadership here, and you have leadership qualities out there. Step up and use them. And the other thing we said, Einstein said it all. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity. It is time for a change.
Time for a change, and if you want to be a part of it, call the Democratic Party, call the Republican Party, call the Chamber, or if you want to be an independent, there's a way to be an independent.
Yes. And you know, we said on the onset, a good education is the foundation for everything.
No question
When
about
you're
it.
looking about crime and you're looking about joblessness, you're looking at poverty, get that great education, and then you can build on that.
A high percentage of all of the nonviolent crimes that happen in Montgomery and many other places are high school kids
Drop
that are
out.
skipping school
Yep.
and things like that. If we had better educational opportunities, we'd have less of that mischief that they get involved in.
Amen. And as a former school teacher, I have a right to voice my opinion because I've seen it, I've been in it, and our kids are our most valuable resource. And step up, folks.
Okay, teacher, here's my hand. Hit it with the ruler. Thank you, Mayor, for being
My
with us.
pleasure.
And just
Thank you.
remember, as he said, it's February 9th is the qualifying time. It's a very important education because the future of Montgomery rests in what happens during this election. And we'll be right back right after this.